In a time when the world was filled with wickedness and had turned its back on goodness, God looked upon the earth, and his heart was filled with sadness. But amidst all the darkness, there was one man who stood out. His name was Noah. Noah was a righteous man, blameless among the people of his time, and he walked faithfully with God. One day, God spoke to Noah. He told him that he was going to send a great flood to cover the entire earth and cleanse it of its corruption. But God wanted to save Noah, his family, and all the animals of the world. So, he gave Noah a monumental task to build a massive ark, a huge boat made of gopher wood. God gave Noah very specific instructions for the ark's dimensions: 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high. It was to have 3 decks, a roof, and a single oar on its side. Noah didn't question God. He listened, he trusted, and he obeyed. He and his sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, began the enormous project. For years, they worked tirelessly. People around them laughed and mocked. They couldn't understand why Noah was building a gigantic boat in the middle of dry land. But Noah's faith never wavered. He continued to build, just as God had commanded. As the ark neared completion, God gave Noah his next instruction: to gather 2 of every kind of animal, a male and a female, and bring them into the ark. From the largest elephants to the smallest insects, animals began to arrive, making their way toward the ark in an incredible procession. Noah and his family guided them inside, along with enough food to sustain everyone for the journey ahead. Finally, the day came. Noah, his wife, his 3 sons, and their wives all entered the ark. The animals were all safely aboard. Then, God himself shut the door. For 7 days, they waited. And then, the rain began to fall. It didn't just drizzle, it poured. Fountains of the great deep burst forth, and the floodgates of the heavens were opened. The rain fell for 40 days and 40 nights, relentlessly. The water levels rose higher and higher, covering the hills, the mountains, and everything in sight. Only the ark, floating safely on the surface of the water, survived the mighty flood. After 150 days, the waters began to recede. The ark came to rest on the mountains of Ararat. Noah waited, and then he sent out a raven, and then a dove, to see if the land was dry. Finally, the dove returned with an olive leaf, a sign of new life, and that the waters had subsided. When God told them it was safe, Noah, his family, and all the animals came out of the ark onto a fresh, clean earth. God was pleased and made a promise to Noah and to all of humanity. He set a rainbow in the clouds as a sign of his covenant, a promise that he would never again destroy the earth with a flood.